This is a paid advertisement. Hey!
All right, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started. We want to thank you guys for logging in this afternoon. We have Rocio. Rocio is going to be doing a cooking class for us. Not cooking, sorry, gardening class for us today, excuse me. So she's at home and she's going to be doing some gardening, going over some basics and a couple other things. So feel free to ask questions if you have questions. I will mute you guys, so you guys will need to unmute yourselves in order to speak, all right?
Okay.
So, Rocio, they're all yours.
Hello, everybody.
Hey.
How is everybody doing today?
Good.
Okay, so my name is Rocio, and I'm gonna do some. I'm gonna give you some information about basic planting and stuff like that, and some information about plants overall. Okay. And then we're gonna move on to the fun part, which is we're gonna be transplanting these marigolds into a big pot, and then we're gonna be planting these other little seeds, okay?
Why?
Okay, so first, do you guys know what plants are?
Plants, they are,
Okay, plants are living organisms that cover much of the land of the planet Earth. You see them everywhere. They include grass, trees, flowers, bushes, ferns, mosses, and more. Plants are members of the kingdom Plantae. Do you have a favorite plant?
I like the sunflower.
You like the sunflower?
Yeah.
You know what part of the sunflower we eat?
No.
Some of them have the seeds, and they're really good.
Yeah.
Okay, so what makes a plant? What makes a plant a plant? Here are some basic characteristics that make a living organism a plant. Most plants make their own food through a process called photosynthesis. Plants have a cuticle, meaning they have a waxy layer on the surface that protects them and keeps them from drying out. Energy from the sun. One of the most important functions. Yes?
We'll do a cooking class. Good art and plants too.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, you just make a comment. You're good. You can continue.
I'm sorry, you guys. I didn't hear that.
I said you can continue. I think he just made a comment, but you can continue.
Okay. Okay. Energy from the sun. One of the most important functions of most plants is photosynthesis. Plants use photosynthesis to create energy directly from the sun. Does anybody know or have heard of that word before? Photosynthesis?
No.
No? Well, photosynthesis is a process by which green plants and some other organisms use sunlight to synthesize foods from carbon dioxide and water. Photosynthesis in plants generally involves the green pigment chlorophyll and generates oxygen as byproduct. So what types of plants are there? There are many different types of plants. They are typically divided into two major groups, vascular and non-vascular. Vascular, these plants have specific tissues that help to move materials such as water to the plant. They further divided into non-flowering plants and flowering plants. And most of the organisms you probably think of as plants such as trees, bushes, and flowers fit into this group. And there's also non-vascular. These are smaller plants such as mosses that use diffusion and osmosis to move material through the plant. So does anybody know the basic structure of plants? Or what they look like? A characteristic of plants, does anybody know?
No.
Are the what is those plants on? The $1 million, huh?
Well, the plant has three basic structures. One is the leaf, right? The leaf. Then there's the
leaf.
and then there's the roots down at the bottom. You guys see these? These are the roots.
That's weird.
So the function of the leaf is an organ of a plant that is specialized for photosynthesis. Leaves capture energy from the sunlight as well as collect carbon dioxide from the air. Many leaves are flat and thin in order to catch as much sunlight as possible. However, leaves come in many different shapes, including long needles that are found in pine tree. And then there's the stem. It's a skinny part under the flower that keeps it holding up. The stem is the main structure that supports leaves and flowers, stems, and vascular tissues that move food and water around the plant to help it grow. Plants often store food in their stems. So this is that little part, the stem. It's real sturdy and it helps support the flower or the leaves, okay? And then there's the roots. The roots of a plant grow underground. Roots help to keep the plant from falling over and gather water and minerals from the soil. Some plants store food in the roots. Two major types of roots are fibrous roots and tap roots. Tap roots tend to have one major root that grows very deep, while fibrous roots have many roots that grow in all directions. Does anybody have any questions?
No.
Question two. My mom had a friend, water and sticking in the hole. Cause my friend me got
Christopher.
and we a star cause along tree like like this.
Oh, okay. So you plant with mom, you said?
Yeah.
Great.
Okay.
Looks like mom knows what she's doing.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna share with you guys some fun facts about plants. Do you guys know, actually I'm gonna ask you guys this. Do you know what's the fastest plant, the fastest growing plant on earth? Is there any guesses?
The weeds. I don't know.
It would seem like it, but no. It actually is bamboo. It can grow up to 35 inches in just one day.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot. You could probably sit there and look at it and you will see it grow.
Yeah.
Right? And there's also, the next fun fact would be tomatoes and avocados are considered fruits. I did not know that. I thought it was all vegetables. And then fungi, mushrooms, and algae, seaweed are not considered plants, but are part of their own kingdom. So they're not considered plants. I don't know what they are considered. The next one would be, there are nearly 600 different species of carnivorous plants that actually eat insects and small animals. So do you guys know of any known plant to us that eats insects?
Mouse.
Make a book.
A
Have you
mouse.
guys heard of the Venus flytrap? Yeah. Yeah, that one, it's really nice, but it'll eat the little insects.
That is crazy. I
And
didn't know that.
the largest flower in the world is the rafflesia, 3 feet in diameter.
Oh, wow.
And also, the Earth has more than 80,000 species of edible plants, but we have not discovered those yet, so we are nowhere near 80,000.
It's funny how they come up with that number.
Did you guys know that apple's volumes consist of 25% air? That's why when you put an apple in water, it floats because it's 25% air.
That's good to know. So it has air, like oxygen, literally.
Yes.
Okay. That's cool.
And do you guys know what the 3 elements that a plant needs to grow?
Water and sun.
Water, sun, and there's one more.
Water and air.
Where you plant it. What do you?
Soil.
Yeah, I think.
Soil. So we need soil, water, and sun.
Good job,
Okay.
Frank.
Hey, Andres.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna be moving on to the next part. So it's gonna be the actual planting of the seeds. And today we're gonna be planting the zinnia flower. I don't know if you guys could see it.
Oh, that's pretty.
And on the back of the packet, it gives you the instructions on how to plant it and also what time of the year you can plant. Because you can't plant you can't plant a lot of plants in certain seasons because they won't work. So this one, it says we have from March to August to plant them, and we're right in the middle of that. So I guess it's gonna work.
As a let's see.
I'm gonna put some gloves on because I don't want the dirt to get on under my nails. So I have a bag of potting mix. It's soil.
Oh, this one.
And we have a little pot. Okay, so we're gonna fill the pot to about 3/4. Oh, and then you pat it down a little. See? Maybe it needs a little more.
That's up, dude.
And then we open our seeds, and these are tiny, tiny little seeds. So
Yeah, from it.
Hi, CG. See.
we're gonna do about 5. I don't know if you guys could see them. They're super tiny. And we're gonna put them in the pot. Maybe you'll add a little more, see if a lot come in. And then we're gonna put a little bit of this potting mix again on the top, not too much, so they're able to sprout too. Just like, and then we're gonna add some water. So I didn't have time to go buy a nice watering can, so I just got this big bottle of water and I punched in some holes, and we're gonna sprinkle the water until it's moist.
Yeah. I know.
See, it looks like that.
I did thumbs up.
You give it a thumbs up?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do another one. So what are we gonna do first?
Soil.
We're gonna put some soil or some potting mix, 3/4 of the little pot. And we're gonna press it down a little bit. Oh, I think I put too much. I'm gonna put some in this other little one. And then we are gonna deposit more of the seeds in the little pot.
Oh.
And we're gonna put the rest of the soil on top. Then we're gonna put some more water on it until it's nice and moist. Don't flood the flour because it's not gonna work if you overdo it,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Okay, so see, this one's nice and wet. Maybe a little bit more, right? Okay. So there we go. So now we're gonna do this big one. And we're gonna transplant these into these. These are marigolds, okay? And on the, I bought these, and on the back it gives you some instructions of the little tag, of the little thingy that comes with it. And it gives you some instructions on how to transplant. For example, it tells you that it needs 6 or more hours of sun for it to stay alive. It likes moist, well-drained soil, so it likes to be nice and moist. And if they're probably gonna die if it's lower than 32 degrees outside.
Was it?
So we're gonna put some more of the potting mix in this pot.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
And I'm gonna tap it down.
Hi, Terry.
And then I'm also gonna make like a little hole in the pot, in the soil, so we can take these out and put them in here, okay? I'll look back. And then we are carefully, very carefully gonna get the flour or the plant out of the little containers. Oh, these are really stuck together.
There's something there. That's all.
I'm gonna show you guys the roots.
Pretty colors.
You see all those white little strands?
Yeah.
That's the root of the flower, and then that's the stem, and then those are the leaves.
That's weird.
And then we are gonna gently put these on the, you don't want to break them apart too much, so the you don't mess with the root. And then we are gonna add a little bit more soil. To the side of the plant. You might want to tap it just a little bit. And lastly, we are going to add some water. And it's absorbing really quick. So
What to do? What do you want?
you guys see that?
What do you say? Yes?
Nice transfer.
Oh. Oh.
And then we're gonna do this little one. Oh, we got our mix.
So,
What's that, Frank?
Little,
and yeah, what? I'm not trying to those.
again, you can see all the root. It's all of this white little strands. Those are all the roots from this little flower. Put it in there. And some more soil. And then lastly, we're just gonna add more of the water.
I make
Yes, dude.
Jessica.
You guys see that?
Nice.
Nice.
So now we're just gonna wait about 9 days for these, for the ones we did actually plant for the zinnias. It takes about 9 days for the seeds to germinate. And germinate, when I say that, it means from the germination, it means the process of which the seed grows into a plant.
Yeah.
Do we keep watering those? Do you keep watering those in that meantime?
Yes, you don't water them, don't overwater them, but do water them, especially if it's hot, because die if it's too hot and you don't water them. Probably every 2 days, every other day. And also, we're gonna put this little label so we know what plant this is.
Andres, what's up?
Hey, Ryan.
And there we have it, guys.
Awesome.
Awesome, good information. Thank you.
Yeah. That's some good info. Do you guys have any questions for Rocio?
No.
So do we place those in the sun, you said, of course?
Yes, the marigolds, they're out in the sun, and I'm sure these are too. It says it on the package. Every package comes with the planting instructions. So yes, we're all gonna put them outside.
All right. So we'll have to follow up and do another gardening class with you the next couple of weeks to see how they're doing.
Okay, awesome.
Awesome, thanks. Again, does anyone have any questions for Rocio?
That's right.
Seek is raising his hand. What's up, Seek?
Yeah, good question. Like we are scar, like, cause the trees grow, cause sun, like, 3 minutes, cause it's too long, cause it's hot, like the trees growing, like cause the growing means like the flowers and stuff.
Yeah. You kind of cut off towards the end there, Seek. I didn't get to hear what you said at the end.
I'm sorry. I'm at the garage and there's all kinds of wind and I'm not able to hear you very well.
I believe he was saying that he has trees and he has some plants at home. Seek, is that what you're saying?
Helping out what he was saying, he's been.
So guys,
I like
I'm gonna take you.
Flowers.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I'm glad you've been helping out Mom, Seek.
Yeah.
All right, everyone. Well, thanks again for joining us, participating this afternoon. It is Friday. Happy Friday, everyone. Hope you guys have a great weekend.
You too.
Thank you, everybody.